Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you may be. This is Steve from Cagayan Valley, Isabella, and beyond. Today, since we're experiencing our first typhoon of the season in the Philippines, the first major one anyways, just like to give you an update on how I go about tracking the typhoons and just making sure I'm prepared for whatever's coming and pretty much know where the track of the storm is going and stuff like that. So I'd just like to give you a little update on that and let you see the web pages I use and how I go through and track the storm. Hopefully you'll find the information pretty helpful in your search for how the typhoons are affecting the Philippines. Here's the first page I use. It's called Typhoon2000.com. This web page here is a pretty good, accurate web page to follow along. It's got a lot of good information on it. The one thing it does is it has a tracking system here, and I use this multi-tracks. If you'll find this multi-tracks here and you'll click on it, it'll bring you to this page here. And this shows a lot of the tracking systems that track the storms over in the Philippines. You've got the Hong Kong tracking, you've got the USA tracking, you've got Japan tracking, Beijing, Taiwan, Korea, and you've got the Philippine Pagasa also, the tracks. The one I like to use most is the USA tracking system. So if you'll click on the USA tracking, click on this little spot right there, it'll bring you to the Typhoon Warning Center, the Joint Typhoon Warning Center. In here again, it gives you the tropical warning graphic, the tropical warning text, some other links you can click on here. I use this to get a better view of where the storm's coming in at. I use this Google Earth overlay. If you'll click on this, it brings up a little download box down here. We'll wait for it to download here. Then if you'll click on that, you'll see here it brings you to Google Earth, and it shows you right where the storm's at. It gives you a path of where the storm has been. You'll see that. You also see where its present location is at. Well, the present location and the forecasted location. Just to let you know, this storm had a diameter of over 400 kilometers, so almost all the Philippines is covered here. It's a pretty big storm here. Although it's big in diameter, the biggest thing we're worried about is the rain. It's not very strong right now, so that's the good thing for us, and we're just praying it stays that way. But as we zoom in, you can see the storm's almost coming off track here a little bit from where they predicted it to be. Here was the prediction, and here's where the actual storm is right now. So, but as you see, the cloud cover is so thick you can't even see where you're at here. But if you know about where your place is at when you get this, if you click in a little bit further, you won't be able to see the cloud cover anymore, but you'll be able to zoom in and see your cities on here. So the storm's up here above Claveria, and just to give you an estimate of where we're at, here I'm going to pull back out here and give you a better view here. The storm's up here above Claveria. Here's Apari. If you go down, here's Tuguegarao. And then we're on down below here. We're right outside of Cagayan City here. So we're pretty good ways away from the main eye of the storm. Like I said, there is a lot of rain, a little bit of wind, not much. So it's not that bad. So, but just want to give you a little bit of information on how I track the storms, how I go about seeing where the tracks of it are and what's coming in and how bad the storm is actually going to be. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and it'll give you some information on how to track the storms, and maybe you can use this information to your advantage also. And I do appreciate you watching my channel. If you have not, please subscribe and come back to see us again. Thank you very much.